Hi, welcome to another episode of Homeownership Heroes. I'm your host, Bryan Bergjans.
Rick Bettencourt.
And we're joined by special guest, Florent Groberg, United States Army retired and Medal of Honor recipient. Flo, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Flo, man. I appreciate it.
So we wanted to talk some hardball topics here about the what we consider kind of a little bit of an epidemic going on in the nation with veteran and military home ownership. And so right now, the market's hot. I mean, you're a homeowner. You've been through the process. The market's hot. Inventories are low. And we have these situations, not in all markets, but in a lot of markets where our veterans and military folks are, going to a gunfight with a knife and not getting a fair shake at home ownership because listing agents and other influencers are advising sellers not to take government contracts. And I just wanted to, what comes to mind when I tell you that?
Why? I don't, truly understand why you would want to.
It's like exactly. You couldn't have answered it any better than that. It's just why would you not accept an offer from a federally backed home loan, right, with borrowers, military, veterans, whatever, that are clearly some of the, and we have the stats, Bryan and I have the stats to show it, right? Clearly some of the best home borrowers you could ever hope to work with. Average FICO score is 700 plus, liquid assets of 20 grand plus, solid work history. I mean, God, our active duty guaranteed paycheck every month, right? Sure. So I think Florent's answer is just perfect.
Plus, if you don't pay, the military will just take your pay and pay you, back. So it's like you literally have the government telling you like, hey, we are vouching for this person and we will hold them accountable. So It's kind of interesting.
Well, the problem is you have, every time I talk, I seem to go back to the same thing with the education gap with the marketplace. And, unfortunately you have, realtors and mortgage professionals aren't innocent either in this process, right? Absolutely. And, they're what we call unconscious bias. So unconscious bias, and they've just passed down to pass down to pass down, and people are scared of VA transactions.
Is it more difficult? Is there like a lot? I don't know. I mean, is it difficult for some folks to understand it, or is it based upon, are there more requirements from a VA loan?
So your realtors partners would probably assume that it takes a lot more to get a VA transaction done than a conventional.
Okay. Which is a complete fallacy.
Which is not accurate.
It's not accurate.
Yeah. Not accurate. And also they would say that the appraisal's tough. That the appraiser, a lot of documentation.
And what's funny is that more often than not, you're working with the same company. If you've been with the same company for a year and I go to approve you for a VA home loan, once I run you through our automated system, more often than not, the only thing that they want from you to qualify is 1 month bank statement, 30 days of pay stub, and a W-2 from 2018. That's it. That's all the findings really ask for. And more often than not, companies like Caliber, and there's other great companies out there as well, that it's done within a couple days, 24 to 48 hours, and now you have a conditional commitment letter and you're good. So this pushback that we see all the time in our space, it's really frustrating because it's men and women like yourself that serve their country, that have sacrificed a lot, have a benefit that they earn, like healthcare or whatnot, and they're being told, no, we're not going to accept your offer simply because it's a benefit.
Sounds like there's a little bit of misunderstanding. And some people also probably have incentives, right, to not go that route, personally. But yeah, no, I mean, I did 2 VA loans. My first and second, properties that I bought were VA loans, incredibly successful. This one is a little bit different, right? Because you got to understand, obviously, the limits.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Of a VA loan, and I just had, I almost went with it, and then I just kind of had a really, really good opportunity and deal. I didn't go with it, but that's not because of anything with a VA or a realtor. It was, at the time, with the price for the home and stuff, that was a better deal for me. But that's very disappointing.